Hello, I'm 28th Waffle, and I'm talking about Atomic Heart. Do you want to rage against the machine, or would you rather get sexually assaulted by it? All is possible in this 1950s Soviet paradise, where the invention of a substance called polymer sent Russia pretty much to the space age. What is polymer, you ask? Literally whatever the plot wants it to be. It does everything. Guns, robots, biological horrors barely within comprehension, with the star of the show being a wide range of robots. There's a T-1000, motherfuckers. Why is she made out of goo?
She's a dumb tree. Nothing like me.
As opposed to a smart tree? No, I'm not saying that these are derivative of any other IPs, but it would be rude to not acknowledge the patterns my incredibly autistic brain spots. Now, you'd never believe it, but something goes wrong. In our beautiful communist paradise, a dissident to our glorious regime turns all the robots into combat mode, effectively cleaning the entire island out of human population. This is where you come in. Mr. Protagonist, I mean Major, a die-hard Soviet loyalist who, due to being an absolute pushover in cutscenes, was unconscious for the first, 2 days of the incident, where now everyone is already dead. But you, being the absolute hunk of Russian beef that you are, have come to save the day. By yourself. Because we're covering this entire incident up. Because if one thing is stronger than Soviet pride, it's backstabbing Soviet politics. Every mission consists of either go hunt down the bad guy, TM, or commit a political assassination to prevent the press of ever finding out our little fucky-wucky. Because this entire slaughter of a few thousand Soviet citizens could be classified as an oopsie-poopsie. And your boss doesn't want to look like a silly guy. And with the robots being a big export of this fantasy Russia, murder being a central feature might affect the bottom line. Gameplay is pretty fun. Dare I even say the game is not bad, pretty good even. Metro and Fallout 4 had a weird communist love child, where guns are punchy, impacts are visceral, and the robot boobs are exceptionally detailed. Gameplay boils down to messily beating down robots and monsters in any way possible, scrounging around for every piece of loot that you can find to turn said loot into more weapons and weapon upgrades, including the instant win button known as the Fat Boy. Enemies are interesting and fun to fight, but certainly not equal. Some get unique intros and mini boss sequences, but others just kind of get tossed in randomly, and then you realize after killing him, oh wait, that was a new enemy type. Interesting. Doesn't matter much, they're all equal in the eyes of explosives. Pros: solid art style, interesting if a bit convoluted story, diverse ability trees, and a pretty decent range of enemies and enemy progression. But besides, I know you only kinda care about the gameplay, or I know what you're actually interested in. And frankly, ballerinas, not much more than a marketing ploy, but I'm still all for it, because if it drags down a few more people into that special circle of degeneracy, all the better. Cons: the game is weirdly paced. I couldn't tell you where the tutorial section ends and the real game begins. And said introduction, very long and slow. The early sections of the game are very sparse in ammo and supplies, making you think that you're going to have to really be scrounging for everything, but then by late game, you are drowning in so many bullets you don't know how to use them all. And the game never really throws too many hard challenges at you without expecting you to already have the equipment to handle about anything the game will throw at you. It does also have a bit of that Cyberpunk 2077 plot speed where everything is incredibly urgent and you need to go stop this right now before the entire world ends, and that, hey, dick around in this lab for 20 minutes because you know you need some more weapon mods. I mean, maybe it won't take 20 minutes for you. I'm incredibly smooth-brained when it comes to puzzles. Oh yeah, and the driving sucks. Goodbye!